Welcome to From the Desk of the Mayor. Good morning, Newport. This is the day after the big eclipse. Wow, we're about 15,000 people shy this morning. Estimate was approximately, we had about 20,000 people here. What a wonderful, wonderful event. But to start off, I do have a message from our senator. Mayor Sullivan, I want to express how proud I am of what I just witnessed yesterday. Yes, the eclipse totality and the weather didn't disappoint, but neither did Newport City. To lessen any traffic impacts, Deb and I walked from our home to Prouty Beach. It's nearly 4 miles round trip that we walked through our city. Everywhere we looked, city employees and volunteers were doing everything they could to help the mass of people. Do you know how pleasant it is not to hear police sirens, disagreements, honking horns? All we saw were happy people being helped in every way. Thank you, Mayor Sullivan, and please express my deepest and sincerest gratitude to the people, yours and my people, that made Newport City shine on such a beautiful day. Sincerely, Senator Russ Ingalls. Well, I have to tell you, it was so much fun to be up on the stage with Senator Ingalls to welcome the people to Newport City. We had people from all states. We had people from out of the country. It was a wonderful event. Everybody being so kind to one another, looking out at our beautiful city, sitting there, talking to one another, telling us their history, telling us how they got there. Thank you, thank you, thank you to our police, to our ambulance, to our firefighters, to all of our volunteers, to our council member, Rick Ufford Chase, who put together everything through the organization downtown Newport. How wonderful are we to have such wonderful people here in Newport. Thank you to Heather, who sat on shuttles from the airport as the planes were coming in, making sure that people could get to Newport. Every restaurant was open, everybody helping one another. They were filled to capacity, yet they were kind. People respected it. They stepped back, they waited, they went in. Everybody had a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you to our experts who told us about the eclipse and walked us through it step by step. Thank you to the musicians. Thank you to everybody. It was just so much fun, and everybody wore their glasses, and that's what made it so much fun. I met such wonderful people from all walks of the United States and outside of the country as well. This can be such an economical boom for not only Newport but the entire state. We had people who were going to New Hampshire who changed their mind and decided to come on over to Newport, following where the clear totality was going to be. This is what it's all about. And everybody worked together, and everybody made it out of Newport safely. And the people who were still here this morning, I saw some of them, and that was wonderful as well. So a shout out to Newport, and this was just, I hope, one of many, many events. Look on social media, you will see beautiful pictures, read some of the newspaper articles, look at some of the interviews, find out more. I know I have posted pictures that I took. I know that we have wonderful photographers here in Newport who have posted their professional pictures. It's just an amazing event, and we were all so glad to be part of it. But once again, we could not have done this without our organizers, our volunteers, and our city employees. So thank you again for keeping Newport safe. I am sure that if you all have pictures or you have stories, it would be wonderful if you could share them with me. So send them my way, and I will gladly share those with the people around Newport and other parts of Vermont, because we are very excited to keep Newport and Vermont alive. And Vermont needs to be, come on, come to Vermont, okay? Find out about us. And definitely don't drive through Newport, drive to Newport, and definitely fly to Newport. So thank you to our airport people. Oh my goodness, you were fantastic. The organization there, I think we had approximately 400 people or more just settling down, watching the eclipse at the airport. All of this took organization. All of this took safety precautions. And everybody worked so well. And I think that it was just a happy time, a joyous time. And it was absolutely wonderful. Our next council meeting will be on the 15th of April. It will be a busy council meeting. We will finish appointments that need to be made. We will deal with business that needed to be carried forward, as well as new business. So come on out. We're looking forward to seeing you there. I know that yesterday I did have to take time away from the good stuff and deal with public records requests once again from a specific attorney who just wants to know everything, and so that's okay. She's entitled to do that. However, it was interesting that the public records request was so specific, and part of that public records request literally asked for an email that was sent to council members referring to personnel policy. And I thought that was quite interesting, since no public statement was made as to council members receiving an email. Discussion of the content of the email was not had. The email was sent anonymously. So I thought it quite odd that such a specific request could be made about an anonymous email that did not have such disclosure about it. However, we could figure out that either the email had been disclosed, maybe somebody wrote it, maybe there was discussion about it, why the public records request if so much detail about the email was known. But we'll get to the bottom of it, because that's what we're here to do, to make sure that Newport moves progressively forward with good controls, good policies, and that's what we are doing. So as we spoke at our last special council meeting, we did take out an additional line of credit, and we are looking at reasons why monies were needed. We are looking at how policies need to be going forward, and I thank our council members for paying such good attention to it right now. I am working with our city manager, and we will be making sure that all policies are put in place where needed so that the city can run in an efficient fashion, not just, well, this is the way we used to do it, because that just does not work, okay? It's not, this is the way it always was. Good policies bring good business, and we are a city looking forward to growing and being compliant with no issues. We want grant money. We want to make sure we're compliant with that grant money. There's a chain of command. We want to make sure it's followed. Okay, so the bottom line is the city manager and I work very well together, and we are excited to put all of these good things in place, and our council members are working so hard. So reach out to me, and I am here. Come to my mayor meetings Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 11. Please understand that, public records requests will be acknowledged. But, some emails that are just asking for questions, that it's just not information that we are obligated to provide, because if you want to bring a lawsuit, just bring the lawsuit. Go get subpoena power. Go use your interrogatories and be ready for the response. Okay, because the bottom line is the council meetings are not a court of law or a forum to go back and forth and back and forth, professing my argument versus your argument. We do not respond that way. So you're welcome to make reasonable comments. There's a reasonable time period given. I want to hear from you. We will not answer your questions unless it's an appropriate question that needs to be answered and that I decide to keep order in that council meeting, because that council meeting is for our council members to get through business. We have expert city lawyers who give us legal advice. We don't need an interpretation of what their legal advice is or isn't, or how the council members should take that legal advice. We own that privilege as the city, and we will respect that privilege. But we want you there. We want you to come to the council meetings on your own so you can hear for yourself what's going on, not secondhand. Okay? I know sometimes it's difficult to get there, but try your best, because we welcome you to be there. We are your city council. And now I'm going to bring us back one more time to the great stuff. Okay? We had so many people come to Newport. We want people to come to Newport. We are here for you. Stores opened up. Those restaurants were filled. People were standing outside helping one another. Everybody had their glasses. Everybody was helping people find parking. People were sitting outside around their cars. But the greatest part of all was when the totality hit and you heard Newport go, yay! Okay? Everybody cheered together. And that's what we are. We are united. So come and see me. Thank you, NEK-TV, for always allowing me to have this moment to talk to Newport. Be safe today. Chill down a little bit. Less people here, but have some fun.